Season 11 is here, and it's confusing and scary, and oh my god, I don't know what to do. What do I do? I'm going to tell you right now. Here we go. First, let's talk about the power level increase. The new caps are the following. 1,000 is the soft cap, which means you can get to 1,000 doing literally anything in the game. 1050 is the new power cap, which can be earned by completing powerful and pinnacle reward objectives like Strike, Crucible, and Gambit weeklies, the raid, the dungeon, etc. And 1060 is the pinnacle cap, which can only be earned by doing pinnacle reward sites. As for my recommendation on how to level up, it's basically the same as it has been for the past year. You want to do as many powerfuls on one character that you can, then move into pinnacles once you run out of powerfuls, then switch characters, transferring your guns to that second character, repeat the process for the second character, then move everything to your third character, and then do everything again. This is a massive simplification of what you should do to power level yourself, but it should serve you pretty well. Strikes, Crucible, and Gambit have been upgraded to Pinnacle sources, which now gives you a better chance of hitting the Pinnacle cap in a season. Other Pinnacle sites include Pit of Heresy and the new dungeon Prophecy, the Garden of Salvation raid, the Nightfall 100k, Master Nightmare hunts, and the weekly Recaster mission, which we'll talk about later. Powerful sources include your 8 bounties per NPC in the tower, so that's Gunsmith, Zavala, Shaxx, and the Drifter, the Contact Public Event Weekly, the Clan Engram, Flashpoint, the Moon Weekly Mission, Altar of Sorrows, the Eris Weekly, Nightfall the Ordeal, and the Crucible Rotator Playlist. Competitive PvP will also give powerful rewards when you rank up, so good PvPers can make use of that to level up pretty quickly. There are more advanced methods to squeeze out an extra level here and there, but for the majority of you don't really need to worry about that. Next, armor and weapons are starting to get power caps introduced via the retirement system. Anything earned in seasons 1 through 8 has a cap of 1060. Old raid gear from Garden and Last Wish is currently showing a cap of 1060 as well. Apparently, this is incorrect as reported by community manager Cosmo on Twitter, and their cap should actually be 1360. Season 9 has a cap of 1260, Season 10 has a cap of 1310, and Season 11 has a cap of 1360. Exotics are an exception and do not have a power cap as of now. Speaking of exotics, Rahul now has past seasonal exotics for purchase with the use of an exotic cipher. At the moment, the only exotic cipher reward site that we know of is in the free seasonal rank pass at level 55. You can use this at Xur as well, but Xur hasn't shown up yet since the start of Season 11. Catalysts are available at the Gunsmith. I personally would recommend picking up Ariana's Vow if you haven't, although Bungie does seem to be making strides in other options for champion mods. This season, for example, you can get Unstoppable Pulse Rifle in your ARM mod slot, allowing you to use an exotic pulse rifle instead. All of the guns are pretty fun and mostly good, but Ariana's is probably the best among them, in my opinion, for PvE at the higher levels, especially if you're doing a lot of Nightfall farming. So, now let's talk about the seasonal gameplay and reward loops. You'll have to complete some story missions before you can really get rolling into the main seasonal gameplay loop, which revolves around the collection of Umbral engrams. The game's going to send you right into this first mission when you log in, and then you'll complete the main quest line for Season 11. It'll probably take you about 1 or 2 hours to do. The main gameplay loop for this season seems to revolve around the Contact Public Event. The easiest way I can describe this event is if Gambit was a public event, minus other players trying to kill you. There will be 3 waves of collecting motes and dunking them into the bank, and once you get to 100% on a wave, the Taken will spawn in and block the bank, and you just need to kill them in order to open it back up. After 3 waves, you get to the boss, who you will then kill. There is also a heroic trigger, and to activate the heroic, you must deposit 4 blooms. Blooms come from higher tier enemies. You'll be able to see them because they will be glowing white during the lockdown phase and will be in a sort of pool of light / have a beam of light on them during the collection phase. The heroic finale of this event is level 1040, so early on in the season it might be a little tough. The reward will probably be an Umbral Engram. Currencies for this season include Twisted Energy, Altered Element, and Trace Overrides. These are used to upgrade your Prismatic Recaster. This screen should be reminiscent of Season 10's bunker upgrade system. The main difference is that you must complete each row before you can move to the next. So how do you upgrade your Prismatic Recaster? Well, you need Twisted Energy. Twisted Energy primarily comes from weekly bounties. They give you 500 each for a total of 1,000 per week. It costs 500 energy to upgrade your Recaster, so you can do 2 upgrades per character per week in this way. You also get some energy from the season rank pass early on, and then some other spots throughout. Otherwise, you should try to get the Umbral Mastery 1 perk in the first upgrade row as soon as possible, as this will give you some Twisted Energy every time you turn in an Umbral Engram. It's not a lot of energy, but it's better than nothing. You get a lot of Umbral Engrams though, so it's not a bad idea. As for the rest of the upgrade path, most of it is based around getting more Umbral Engrams, so I personally don't think it really matters too much how you upgrade. I'd probably leave the finisher gets you more materials one for last. Altered Element comes from daily bounties, 25 element each, along with completing activities, and Trace Overrides come from the Recaster. You need to be rank 7 in order to buy these Trace Overrides, and there are a limited amount of them that you can buy per week. Altered Element and Trace Overrides are for upgrading your Umbral Engrams into their advanced states, called Improved Arsenal Focusing, mainly for weapons, and Improved Armor Focusing, also strangely enough, for your weapons. It's armor. The Improved Arsenal Focusing does what it says. It reduces the amount of items in an engram so that you have a better chance of getting what you want in said engram. The Improved Armor allows you to spec your gear the way that you would prefer via a single stat. However, you must hit level 32 in the Season Rank Pass in order to use Improved Arsenal Focusing, and you must hit level 72 in the pass to use Improved Armor Focusing. You decrypt Umbral Engrams in the, wait for it, Umbral Decoder. Bet you didn't see that one coming. As far as I know, that is its only function. You cannot decrypt Umbral Engrams anywhere else. The Recaster also has a weekly mission called Means to an End, which required containing darkness via the Contact public event, up to 100%. Then you need to collect Umbral Traces from Nightfall's Nightmare Hunts or Crucible, and then you need to do the Interference mission on Io. We also have the new dungeon, which is available to everyone, that released on the same day as Season 11. This starts out at 1040 and scales up to 1060, so you may want to grab some levels before trying it out. My team was able to do it around 1027 power level average, but I would highly suggest getting at least 1030 before trying, unless you're just an absolute gamer. And that's about it for Season 11 thus far. I'm sure we'll get small updates over the course of the season, but otherwise things are looking sort of similar to how Season 10 was as far as the gameplay loop. I'll have thoughts on the launch of Season 11 in a few days after I've had a chance to really analyze everything to the level that I want to. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.